All right, you guys. I just you don't know what's going behind the scenes. Hi, everyone. Welcome to the end, just like that after show here on JLJ Media. I didn't expect that when you did
James
that.
L. Jr., do you want to meet my giant kitty?
Well, this is the right show to do it, isn't it?
This is the perfect show. I'm going to show
Yep.
everyone my giant
All
cat.
right, oh my God, that's just
That's what we're laughing about. We're kicking, you guys, we're totally unhinged. This will be the most unhinged and
yes.
just like that show you have ever heard
Yeah,
or watched.
I
Just get
think
ready.
so. Oh my God. We know you guys when I was starting the show up, all of a sudden she just goes, "Hey kitty." Or I'm like, why is she reaching out to her kitty? And made me laugh. Made me laugh. Hi, welcome to And Just Like That After Show. Reaction to season 3, episode, well, last season, episodes 10, 11, and the news. You guys, right up, but all seriousness, we do appreciate the fans who have tuned in, the fans who are, I mean, the show has been #1 of all my audio shows for the last month and a half. So it's done, it's done thousands and thousands of downloads. So I know we do appreciate that.
We do. Like we have our feelings that we'll disclose here shortly, but we definitely appreciate you all listening, watching,
Yes,
commenting,
yes,
tagging us. Again,
yes.
we are the official, unofficial show that
That's
talks
right.
all everything Sex in the City. We couldn't do it without you. We've done it multiple years in a row.
Here we
See,
have.
James is already crying,
I know.
so emotional. It's yeah, it's a look,
Yes.
my big cat is here.
Actually, I like your kitty. I think I've met your kitty before.
Yes, this is not Shoe. This cat's like 10 times bigger than Shoe.
It's like boot. It's
Yeah,
like
it's a
boot.
boot. It's like a double boot.
Well, anyway, so while she's stroking her kitty, we'll be talking about and just like that, the news, the gossip, the episodes. Also, would say you can find us on all streaming service platforms, and you can also find us on YouTube and JLJ Media if you're listening. If you want to see what our faces look like and her kitty, you can tune into that. So we thank you. So I mean, folks, we went away for 2 weeks, and all hell broke loose. No,
I know it's our fault. James, it's our fault. It's our fault. I'm so sorry. We go away 1 week because we had things to deal with, and we planned it out, and then all the breaking news happened.
that was was that crazy? I know we both at the same time were trying to message each other so fast. I'm like,
I know. I'm like,
okay,
look.
right. Oh, Diane C, one of our regulars, says good evening to you two and Kitty. She wrote that. Thanks, Diane
Diane,
C.
hello to your kitties too.
Diane, hope your kitty's doing well too. Also,
Yeah,
Diane.
you know.
Yes. We'll see if she answers. But no. So for those of you guys who are living under a rock, and not rock, but apparently they made the announcement because I think I even said I want to look at season 4, and I'm wondering, what's going on. Yep, you all broke the show. I know we did. We broke the internet. They made the announcement that I guess it's HBO Max is not renewing it. It's stuff's come out since then. When it first came out, it was like HBO Max is canceling the show, and this is the last 3 episodes we're getting. Like that was
Like ever of the whole. So that's the first news that dropped. The whole brand of Sex in the City. This is the last 2. So we saw episode 10 and 11. We have 1 left.
one left. So that I think you guys at home, tell us how you felt, or how you feel about that. Diane, tell us how you feel, because I know for me, and then we'll have Emily may tell her side. I was just like, oh, that's really abrupt. And we do know in this business some shows get canceled abruptly. We do know that.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't think I didn't think a Sex and the City brand would get abruptly shut off. Yeah, I didn't think that was going to happen. I thought they would get up. I thought they would end it themselves at some point. We kept saying, how long more can they go? And I figured they'll end it when they're ready to end it. But this sounds like they ended it. So I was very
meaning
shocked.
HBO Max.
Yes, they. Yes,
yeah.
they did.
Well, I have. It's so. I feel like the show didn't really get good until like halfway through this season.
Right.
And then they had so many continuity issues this season. People were talking about the show not in a good way. The ratings weren't great, and I feel like again, streaming services, they it's just a different platform. The revenue and the way things are formatted is just different, right? And the costs, I think, of the show are just astronomical
Yeah, sure.
based on the return. So I
Yeah.
get like from a business perspective. But from a story perspective, it seems like they're like chopping up these last few episodes to kind of like fit it into a season. So I don't know if they knew it was ending. Bef It
That was my
seems
next
like
question
they
to you.
didn't.
It's well, so I have two minds. It's funny you bring that up. I had two minds. I was watching the last two episodes, and I watched them back. I watched them all today. I decided to wait to say, and I watched them back to back. Part of it, some of the storylines seem like they didn't know, and to me, other ones I feel like they did. It almost felt like they were rushing. They went 90 miles an hour all of a sudden, and it was like I will say, I think which storyline that did it to me. I don't know. It just felt like it wasn't. The other episodes seemed like they were slower. They had scenes. You're right. These two felt very choppy. Like it was like, here's Anthony and Emily. Then here's this one over here. Here's LTW and Herbert. Yeah, it was all so fast. That's what it was. It felt like it was so I was like, well, did they know they try to hurry up and get everything in? But
I don't know.
then,
I don't know if we'll ever really know unless they like Sarah Jessica
yeah.
Parker comes forward and stuff. But like as an executive producer, they all are executive producers. You would think they would know or have some idea.
Well, then a couple of storylines, like you said, I feel like, oh, they can watch a season four. I mean, like, well, the whole LTW Herbert thing, him losing, that could be a
Yeah, I
storyline.
mean the marriage thing, like the proposal, that
Right.
can move on
The
obviously
baby, the
to
baby.
the baby. Like that like you can't wrap up a whole storyline in one episode. I mean, unless they do 1 year later, right? And Carrie's in London and the baby's born and they're coming back together for Thanksgiving or something. And it's like 1 year later, whatever. Again,
Yeah, good.
speculating.
Because you're
But
right.
how do you, but
We don't know the last episode. We have
no,
no
we
idea
don't.
what.
Have we seen the trailer? There's no trailer yet.
There's no trailer.
I honestly think there's going to be no wrap up. I think it's going to be cliffhangers and then we're going to be stuck and kind of speculating.
I think so
And
too.
and it's so weird. Like I feel like the characters we were kind of we were speculating on theories of like
Right.
why was Aiden so weird this season? Why are all the characters out of character? And we're like, maybe Carrie's in a coma. She's like popping all those antacids and all those Tums. And I'm like, maybe she's just in a coma. Maybe she had a heart attack as well. And she's laying in a coma, dreaming all this crazy shit up. Because
Yeah.
none of this makes sense. Everything's out of character. Again, if you go down the Sex in the City and just like that TikTok rabbit hole, I'm telling you, we
She,
saw lots of theories. Like she had a heart attack, she's in a coma, Big never really died. It's a whole thing. You can go through all the theories. Honestly, the writers should have went to TikTok because that would have been so much better. Sorry.
I love it. I love it
I'm
so
trying
much.
to be positive, but I'm
I
also
love it.
frustrated.
I love it so much. Well, see, what she's talking about is true, but also now it's worse. All of a sudden, there's a picture of Chris Noth out there, like talking to Carrie. I'm like, is he back? And the last, like, there's so much going on right now in the Sex and the City universe. It's not even funny. So, I want to mention, it did make me cry. It really did make me cry. Excuse me, Sarah Jessica Parker is a video which has voiceover, and I don't know who wrote it. I'm not sure if she wrote it or not,
I don't
but
know
it
who wrote it
sounds
either.
like her. It sounds like it could be her. But they have ghost writers sometimes too, just like that. It's fine. But it's so beautifully written about the
Mhm.
last like 30 years of association. And I was like, wow, have you ever seen it? I was moved to tears.
Yeah, I mean, we both were texting about it, and it made me cry. And then you sent it to me, and then it made me cry again. And
Yeah.
uh, and it was beautifully written. It was a poem. It was like an ode, a love letter,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Because
It
love,
was
like, and I felt like it was Sarah Jessica Parker saying goodbye to Carrie Bradshaw and thanking all of these fans.
right.
And you really can't say goodbye to a character like this
Oh,
that has been such
No,
such instrumental to television and to people's
no,
lives. Like this is a character that is transcended generations, right? Lots of people like in during their 20s they watched Sex in the City. As grown adults they watched it. So it hit different generations in different ways. And then and just like that, and with the movies, it hit a whole other generation. And then now with the TikTok trend, all of these things are coming back. People are
yeah,
rewatching the show, just like people are rewatching Friends and
yeah,
all of and like The Office and some of these shows that
yeah,
they weren't didn't necessarily see when they were originally on.
right.
So it is this whole like resurgence of Carrie Bradshaw. And so I don't think she's ever really going to say goodbye to her. She might say goodbye to her in the form in which we see her,
Well, so now there's the thing.
at
So
least for now.
okay, so Emily May gives a good segue to a couple of days ago now. She's been saying this may not be the last you see of this just on this channel. Don't know what that means exactly. Sounds to me maybe she's shopping it around. Um, Sex and the City has always been an HBO product, so I'm very curious. I guess she must own it. They must own it, the rights, to be able to go somewhere else. I'm assuming, I guess, or if it's a different type of. I mean, I don't know. So I'm
I mean,
just letting
as
you guys
an
know.
executive producer, you might have, and if she's like a creator of kind of this brand,
Yeah.
this original show, she
Right.
might have shopping rights where
Yes.
she can go and get out of the like. There might be some clause where she bought them out. I don't know,
Yeah.
but I feel like if you're an executive producer and you're a starring role in it, and she has the name
Right.
recognition to be like, hey, we're gonna shop it.
Right.
You
But
know,
oh, they say it's a promo for the last episode. I haven't seen it. It's not on HBO Max. I mean, I don't know where'd you see it, Diane? See, tell us. Um, but then here's the question. So like I said, so like your segue, suddenly now she's saying we may not be done yet. So I'm like,
I think. Oh, I mean, obviously, we don't know what happens in the last episode. But honestly, they need a whole set of new writers. If they're going to revamp this and restart it, they need to start from scratch. They need
yes,
to get people that watch the original show. They need to go back to the heart of who these characters were, what they care about. Like, I did see one clip where Miranda was like talking to Steve, talking, I think in this final episode, figuring out what they're going to do. Like, they need to get to the heart of what made Sex in the City great. And obviously, some of it does not age well, really. Like some of it's really
yeah,
not the finest hour of TV, right?
right,
And cultural sensitivity.
right.
But we can at least take the core of who what we liked about these characters. And I just feel like these other characters that they tried to add into this new series just didn't work, and they were trying too hard. Like they went too hard on that first season and the second season of like a little bit of the wokeness, right? Which is fine. You can, but they tried to overcorrect. And then it just felt
I agree.
disingenuous.
Yes, I agree. I think this third season, getting rid of some of those other people, now it's Sex in the City, right?
It kind of balanced it out. At the last few episodes, I felt with the voiceover of Carrie, it felt a little bit more Sex in the City.
Well, her and the
Uh,
computer, her and the laptop.
yeah, and her laptop, and oh my God, don't even get me started on the destroyed apartment of.
Oh my God. No, let's just start on that. I did not like what they did to it. I
What?
thought
What? Why?
it was too harsh. It was like I know you're trying to make a point that you can't go home, right? Things change. But that was like, I mean,
That
come on,
was
in New
way
York,
over the top.
that was way over the top. That was way over the top. And
But
it's just
first
like,
of all, they made an agreement that she would like protect the apartment and take care of
yes,
it. And look what she did.
yes.
I get it. You
I,
need rent and stuff, and you need like to,
right.
but no, I'm sorry. I would have been
Was
furious.
this is the problem with the new show is that there's times when they go overboard and you're like, okay, to prove a point. You're like, we don't need that much over, we don't go overboard. And the thing about it, I saw there were a few scenes in the last couple episodes that felt like old Sex and the City. For example,
Hmm.
Harry and Charlotte scene in bed. I thought, because Emily and May and I have said this half the season, we missed out on all the cancer talk. They literally missed. They barely showed anything. That was like one of the first times we got the old Harry and Charlotte talking about him being scared from cancer in bed, not wanting to go. It's like, bless you, not wanting to go to this thing scared. That felt like, and even when Steve and Miranda were having dinner with Brady, that felt like old Sex and the City. Seeing Steve, we didn't see him all season. Remember, you said, "Where is he?" Suddenly he shows up for this, and Miranda's shenanigans being that was old Sex and the City.
Yeah. It felt really like, um, yeah, and there were, like you said, there were moments where it was like, oh, it felt like, again, we're watching that old show again, and then it would go back, and especially with the new
Yeah,
characters, it felt really like they're forcing this.
girl, my most unfavorite scene. Let's say it this way, unfavorite. We're gonna make a word. Unfavorite scene. That's right. I got degrees. I don't care, but I'm gonna say I'll do it. Was Seema. And what got on my nerves, first of all, his apartment was the bomb. I was like, his apartment was those high floor to ceiling windows and all that stuff. And I'm glad they explained how he had it because I was like, how he got this, and he
That
explained.
apartment was gorgeous, and the fact that
Wonderful.
she didn't think it was a nice apartment, I was so mad.
Me too. It
I
was
was
like,
like, you are so entitled. Like, come
yes,
on.
yes. But the part that pissed me off, that plant is so big, it covers that whole window. So that's the window you want to go to smoke a cigarette. See, that's when this show goes too over the top. I
Yeah.
killed your mother. I killed your. I found none of that funny. And
No,
then
it's not funny. Yeah,
and
there's intent.
then
Yeah.
oh, I was saying, and then some scenes got chopped. We never saw them fight about it or anything.
No.
There was like all of a sudden there's a scene later. He's like, "You haven't called me in a few days." I'm like, anyway,
Yeah,
please.
there's like a entitlement and inconsiderateness. Is that a word? Inconsiderate?
Helmet is a word tonight.
Whatever, we're making words up.
Words up.
These new characters have, and also honestly, sometimes the original characters have too, not as bad. But then I'm like, oh, it just like is that cringe factor where I'm like, oh, I don't like these characters. I could care less if these characters come back. And I don't
Right,
want to feel that about the original characters. I don't want to feel like resentment towards Miranda,
right.
which I totally was for a long time, where I was like, I hate Miranda right now. But then we kind of calmed down on that.
Yeah,
And then Carrie, because we've seen her grow so much with the whole Aiden relationship and kind of
yeah,
seeing, but also she kind of seems like, as I reflect back in this season, it felt like she kind of just laid back and took whatever came her way. She didn't
yeah,
have any feisty fight. Like the young Carrie had a feisty fight. She didn't take shit. She talked back. She like fought for what she wanted. And I felt like this growth Carrie, this Carrie that supposedly has grown, totally just laid back and let life take her over. And that is not the Carrie that we like fell in love with in the beginning of the series.
yeah. I think the problem with her too, the thing here's what's crazy. When she was talking to Seema, every scene Seema was in, she was complaining. You know,
Yeah.
and even Carrie was like, "Are you just determined to make this as difficult as possible?" The guy says he loves you, basically, and I was like, "Yeah, she's not. She's not self-aware. She's
Yeah,
just entitled.
self-awareness. Yeah.
She's just.
And
I'm with you on that. She's just entitled. That's not fun to watch.
no, and the thing is, right now, we're dealing with self-aware is on like we're dealing with selfish and people that are not self-aware in real life right now, just in
Yeah,
general. Like I'm
yeah,
dealing with a lot of people like that. So I don't want to deal with
yes,
it in my entertainment. And I'm gonna call that out. I'm gonna be like, no, no, no.
yeah. No, I agree with you. When you said that earlier in the season, I'm like, you're right. She just comes across, and these episodes just came across
It's just
a bitch.
irritating.
A bitch.
Irritating.
Because a bitch. It was just like
Yeah.
this guy is so sweet and doing everything for you, and you're just like, ah, yeah, yeah, ah, yeah, yeah. I'm not going to mind these. You know, like just all this stuff. Just like even Samantha was not like that. They weren't like that. Even Charlotte's not like that. I mean, they were there for their men. It was like,
Yeah.
but this chick was just like,
I mean,
oh,
Charlotte had very specific standards she wanted, like especially when
right,
she was picking her apartment and her outfits and her wedding and like planning all these things. Yeah, she's very like likes high-end things, but that's a difference. And at least she worked for it. Seema
yeah,
just seemed to be like felt entitled and was like, why isn't everything happening for me? I'm
And I
like,
hired my
maybe.
driver back, and I got.
Yeah, why? Oh, I have to ride an Uber. I'm like, yeah, normal people, regular people, ride in Ubers.
I know. Yeah, she bugged. I
It
was
just
starting
bugs
to
me.
like
Irritate.
her.
I'm sad we're spending this much time on her.
I know. Yeah, no.
She doesn't even deserve it.
Oh my God.
Anyway, I think it would
She
be
turned
interesting.
heel, as in your
Yeah,
language.
yeah, exactly. I'm like, Ugh. I honestly think it would be interesting to see if they shopped around for a new streaming network to do the show. But honestly, I don't want a show. I think I just need like a 1 hour to just 1 hour special, wrap up all the storylines. Boom, that's it. I don't need a whole season.
No, I agree.
We've seen them in their 60s. I'm okay. I don't need to see them anymore. I don't care about these characters as much anymore. I know that sounds horrible, but they're not making me care about them anymore.
That's so funny. I might care a little
Sorry,
bit still, but
don't want to be
but
negative, but
but no, but I agree with you. We don't need another season. If it's not well written, we don't need another season. I think a mini series, or what do you call them, limited series now? A limited series or just 1 2 hour movie, we're good. Get it out there, be done. Here we go, and ride them off into the sunset. I just think it's. Well, I guess we'll see. She said, "Oh, I saw it on YouTube, the promo." That's one thing, kids. Let's see if I can pull it up so I can at least have it. Um,
let's see. I'm
maybe,
looking it up right now.
maybe we can have a live reaction as we're looking at it.
Yeah, hold on.
Okay,
Hold
we
on.
see what you
And just like that trailer,
like that finale.
final season.
Finale promo. I found one. 50 it says, and just like that, 3 times 12 promo. It's 54
Oh,
seconds.
okay, okay. Let's watch it. Let's watch it. Live
Okay.
reaction.
Live reaction, guys.
Yeah, I'm gonna mute so it doesn't play
Oh
over.
yeah. Oh yeah. Okay.
Well, I guess you want to hear what we have to say, huh?
Oh no, let's watch it first, then come back on.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
So we both just watched. So at home, the ones who are listening, we just watched the 54 seconds of that promo, which really didn't say much.
It said nothing. So it sounds like they're getting ready for Thanksgiving and people canceled.
So I think you're right. I think they didn't know. They must not know. It feels like a regular season finale,
Yeah, yeah.
folks. I mean, it's on YouTube. It's I find it just like that. 3 times 12 promo. It's 54 seconds. They showed a lot of stuff, but like I don't know, just like Seema whining again. So I'm like,
Oh, he never wants to get married. I'm like, oh my God, you don't have to necessarily be married to be in a really positive,
I
happy
know.
relationship.
Just got together, like, oh my God. And just whatever. And then we already knew people were bowing out of the Thanksgiving, but now LTW has a chance to cheat on her husband, I guess, because he's upset because she can't understand why he's upset he lost the election. Cheese and crackers.
Also, people, it was like the comptroller. Like, it's not even like you're not running for
Right.
president. You're fine. You're gonna be
Right.
fine. Run for another thing in the next year.
Right.
Like, come on. Stop being. I think the message of this is gonna be like all the men are giant babies.
I think it's like,
Because
but
Aiden was a big baby, and then now what's his name? Uh, oh my God, what's her name's husband that ran
Herbert.
Herbert. Which I hate that name.
I know.
Herbert. Sounds like a Muppet's name. Herbert. Um,
I know.
And I was just like, I don't know. I feel like I'm sorry, I'm being so negative. I'm
I
sorry.
love it. I love it.
Oh, the sass is coming out.
I love it. But no, the thing is, it just seems like it is a regular season ending. Then they almost kind of play it like, do Miranda and Steve get close all of a sudden? Like, are you trying to play that up? I'm like, so is she a bi? I mean, like, I'm like, what is going
I
on
don't
here?
know. I mean,
Like,
she said she's a lesbian and an alcoholic, but also they need to co-parent with like Brady. They have this
right,
grandchild coming. You have to be, you have to be together and you know, to have family events with
right.
this new
But
baby, right?
maybe it's
So you
like they
kind of
were.
have to put things aside.
I don't know, they're making it so like they're getting closer some all of a sudden because Joy's like families. What's that? I was like,
Why
so
did
obstacles are fine. I get it. That's what makes drama. But I think some of these things are just too over the top. They're just literally over the top.
I
It's
mean,
like
isn't that so when you have kids and then you date, wouldn't one of the things is like that's like the first thing you say is like I have a kid. You're gonna have to understand how to interact if it goes far enough with my family, with my children. And if that person
I've been
does
there.
not like that, you're not giving up your children unless
Right,
you're a horrible person.
right. I've been
And
there.
Miranda was iffy there for a while, but she's on a good she's on a good
Right,
path right now. So
right.
the fact that Joy doesn't want to be with family, that's not someone you want, especially if you're going to get a grandchild. That child's going to be around.
So to me, it seems like they're sabotaging all the couples.
Hmm.
Because where's
Oh,
Duncan? Because where's Duncan?
yeah. Maybe they're
So he's
all going
just
to break
gone.
up. They're all going to break up, and then they all will not have men in their lives or women. And then they're just going to end it with them sitting at a cafe all by themselves, like all together, all four of them, five of them together. And boom.
You have your girlfriends, and then all of a sudden it goes out. I
Yeah,
guess
that's
because
all
you're
you
right.
need.
That's all you need. Because to me, it's like they're messing with every single couple, basically.
It's
So I'm like,
true.
okay. And the women are just not happy. So what's that message? You get
Well,
in your
yeah,
50s and 60s, you're not happy. You're just not happy in general. Like shit.
I mean, everyone's going through a midlife crisis.
I mean, that's not good television. I mean, I don't that. I mean, I'm getting negative myself. I'm just like, that's just not.
I was like, that's my life right now. I don't need that in my I'm
I
just
know
kidding. I'm just
totally.
kidding.
I might go through it in real life. I don't go through it on my show.
Yeah.
But no, the thing is, I mean, but seriously, how is that fun? Sex and the City originally was about love's ups and downs. And a lot of the couples did stay together a long time. Steve and Miranda were together a long time. Charlotte and Trey were together for a while. Like they didn't just bounce around. It's like, I'm upset. I'm mad at life. I don't like my man. It's like, it's all about him. Your man lost, he had a big election, he lost something. You think you're mad, you think your director's hot or whatever. So of course you want to go after him. It's just like that's I don't know. The
We're
promo didn't
having all the feelings, everyone. We're
yeah,
having the feelings, but we'll know more, I guess, at this last episode, and we'll see. Well, we have to watch the news to see if it
right.
gets sent somewhere else,
And
greenlit
then, of
somewhere else.
course, oh my God, and just again with the Anthony storyline, it's just like, okay, so Homeboy's been living with this old man. I didn't know that. I thought he lived in some little apartment by himself. He rented a room with an old man who made up a thing
A marionette, a
of
puppet.
him. And of course, he's jacking off to the whatever. I'm like, it's so dumb. And
This
now,
is just like these are like the over the top storylines. Like, who thought about this? Like, I mean, yeah, there's weird people in the world, but come on. Like,
I
it's
know.
so over the top. They could
And
have totally not just had a nice romantic moment instead of this
right.
weirdo.
Well, and also it ended with Anthony is thinking, I don't want to get married.
Yeah. I mean, he was already married, but they didn't even handle that situation and that
No,
storyline very well, which was
no.
really, I was so mad about how they handled that whole thing. I know.
So I'm like, okay, is there a storyline I like on the show for these last couple of weeks? No. However, like I said, there were glimpses of the old Sex and City in there. So I would need that larger if there's another series.
Yeah. Did you feel like, did you like that Rock storyline where Rock was playing Millie and Thoroughly Modern Millie?
But she was good, right? The girl was good. We said
No,
that.
very good. But then Charlotte saw Rock in a dress
So
for the first time, like this girly girl that like Charlotte. That's it's kind of like an LGBTQ plus twist where Charlotte finally got to see what she missed out on. I quote missed out on, you
right,
know.
I don't care for that storyline. I thought she accepted her seemingly. We never saw her struggle with it. There was
No,
no,
yeah.
and Lily was the girl, like she was the girly girl. So you have one.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm thinking this whole time you've never alluded to her having any issue with it. That felt like it came out of nowhere, and it was almost insulting to the they them community. I feel bad for like see, she's gonna be a real girl now. If you just put some
Mm-hmm.
makeup on and a wig and
No,
sing.
yeah.
And so with Charlotte, now you're making her kind of offensive too. Like, I'm really saying goodbye to my girl. And like, but you could have done that a long time ago when it first happened. It
Yeah.
showed you that you were okay with it.
It did seem out of place.
Yeah.
And I did feel like Rock was playing a character. Just like you put on
Right.
costumes, you put on wigs and stuff, and you play a character and you go out and you go dancing. And I felt like it was very I like how everyone went and supported Rock and it was like a great performance but it did feel a little like out of left field because Charlotte and Harry are super supportive
Right.
um of of that whole situation. So I don't understand
And was here the problem
why.
too, Emily May? There was no scene between Rock and her. Think about it.
Well, there was a
It
scene when Charlotte saw the dress on Rock, but there wasn't one before or after that.
they'll say there was no talk. There was no like the old Second City would have had them have a scene where they talk.
Yeah.
And and Charlotte would be like, I love you and I support you. And she would probably explain it and there would be a whole I mean, there was none, there was just like, nope, we didn't get a scene of that at all. And I just thought that's the old Sex and the City. The old Sex and the City wasn't afraid to go there. That was the whole point. I was watching a show. I was watching commentary for Girlfriends, which came out later, and they said they follow Sex and the City's lead in this one thing. It's called the powder keg moment,
Mm,
where everything seems good, then the third shoe drops. That's
yeah.
kind of a staple on Sex and the City.
Yeah.
So the guy on any show that's kind of a staple. I mean, on Will and Grace, there was when Grace was this guy, he's wonderful, but he has 6 toes.
Yeah. There's always
You know,
that like, oh, he's great. He has these two great traits, but then he's like
bam,
Samantha would be like, oh, he's a
right.
small.
So Sex and the City, the original, did it a lot of times for comic effect,
Yeah.
not for just every single guy they meet. But there's always like because they're talking about the guys, and so some of the guys were a little weird. So that was kind of the point. But I feel like on this show, it's all powder keg. It's like there's no scenes that are just like that pull at your heartstrings or make you. I mean, I'll do a Howard comma. LTW and Herbert talking, which is I'm a bad mother, blah blah blah. He's like, no, you're not. Look at me. That was close to your Sex and the City. And at the end, when she was saying to him, you didn't fail us, and she repeats the words back, that was kind of old Sex and the City. Kind
Yeah.
of. I'm like picking in there. Like, it was like it was in there,
There's like
but
little nuggets, little
yes,
glimmers.
yes, but it wasn't as a whole Sex and the City.
Yeah.
And I don't know. And see, anyway, I don't understand because there's female writers.
I don't
Because
understand
I
as
watch
well.
soap operas, and a lot of soap operas are run by men. So the problem I have with some soap operas, I'm like, it's run by men. But at least Sex and the City, the writers, producers, a lot of them are women. The girls are leads on the show and also producers. So I understand how they felt these were the best storyline choices. I'm sure pitching, writers they pitch stuff. These are the ones you picked.
I can't even imagine what because they say the first idea is not your best idea. I can't
Right,
even imagine what the first ideas were.
right, right.
Because if this is what they came up with in the end, and maybe it's a mixture of like execution, maybe they filmed a lot more scenes and then cut them in the editing room. Like there's so many factors that like we'll probably never know. But this doesn't give me confidence that like these are I mean, yeah, they're complicated characters in the show, but then they kind of diluted them for the rest of the movies and for this
Right.
series. It just felt diluted. Like they're caricatures of characters. And that's just disappointing for fans that have watched really complicated characters before.
And
I
I'm
just feel
pissed
like
about
I'm
that.
missing
I
out on
really am
that
pissed
part.
about the Carrie Duncan thing because they slept together. It was very natural. It was slow build. They slept
Mm-hmm.
together. It was beautiful. It's funny. They have rapport. And then it's like, do you want to buy the bottom half of your house? Like, it's like he's just gone, so he's not gonna come back. That's it. I mean,
Yeah,
like,
and that's how you find out. And first of all, isn't he still helping you with your book? You guys
right,
can still exchange. So like are they emailing? Are they not talking at all? Like that's what was so like so not Carrie. I'm like, really? You're just gonna was that just goodbye? Like just a goodbye
right,
and that's it? Like it just
right.
feels so out of character for her to not follow up.
Now, mind you, I love me some Victor Garber, my man. He was an Alias. That was my show.
I love that show.
I love that show. He was an Alias. I remember he was on the original series. They brought him back.
Hmm.
He had a guest star in one of those episodes. They brought him back. Don't please don't make that her love interest at the end. I'm like, no, no, oh no, 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 no. I'm not for it whatsoever. I hope it's not it. Hope it's just one of those comedic big deal. You set me up and
Yeah. They're trying
so
and honestly like Carrie needs to be if she's not with Duncan and that didn't work, she just needs to be single.
I
Just
agree.
don't sometimes you have to you just let it go. Just you don't need a romantic interest.
I agree. Take a
And
break.
she needs to love herself more than she needs to love men.
Unless Duncan shows up at the end. Who knows,
And
right?
Duncan might. Maybe Duncan's like, I hate being by myself. Or says, hey, come to London. That's speculation too on the fan universe of Sex in the City. They're like, maybe she's gonna end up in London and then see Samantha.
Oh, okay, right. No, but here's what's funny though. Just I guess casually, we find out his publisher is his ex-wife.
Yes,
That was
we
like
did
totally
find that out.
casual. Like, oh, okay. It was like nobody really reacted. It was like, oh, that's your yeah, I married her. What is it? And they were like, okay. And she's a fan of Carrie Bradshaw. So I mean, I don't know.
Mhm.
It was. I hate to end this series for us also on a sour note, but I am sour about it, and I just think maybe it's time to put out his misery. Maybe it's just time. Maybe I don't because I think you and I both, and we have on this show, come up with 20 different ideas for
Mhm.
storylines. We can't be the only ones. I mean, we
No.
can't be. We just can't be. I mean, and you guys are paid writers, so I don't know what's going on.
I mean, there's so many literally scenarios that we came up with that would have been
Completely,
far better or
completely.
added something. And go on TikTok, go down the rabbit hole of those like and look and you'll see like amazing just scenarios that would have made this so much more rewarding to watch. I'm sorry, I feel like we're ending on a negative note. We'll be more positive next week, hopefully.
Yes, yes. I think
Um,
we're allowed to feel some stuff this week.
we're just feeling the feelings and we're allowed to.
Yes, yes.
Let us feel the feels.
We apologize, but it's just that it's. I'm sure you guys feel the same. Please in the chat. I mean in the comments. Please tell us how you feel also, and we'll talk about it. But I just for me, it's just that the show had a great premise, great promise, and there are parts of it that were really good and parts of it that just petered out. And I don't, and I just, I'm just, and I don't because it's streaming and not network. You could do a 30-minute show or an hour and a half show. You have no restrictions. So I'm figuring, so you can flesh out a story any way you want to on streaming. So you can't blame it on network TV or anything because it's not that.
Yeah.
So I don't understand why the show wasn't better in this season. It could have been a lot better. Now you're a third season, you have your groove going. I don't, I don't know. Again, I'm still salty over the Aiden thing. I've talked about it with people since we went off the air a couple weeks ago. Everyone I've talked to, 99.9% of people said Aiden was ruined, and they don't understand why they had to ruin him. You don't understand why do you have to ruin Aiden? You didn't have to ruin Aiden. You didn't have to do that. They could have just not be together, and life goes on. I mean, I could just decided we should be together, but why do you have to ruin him?
I know.
We already see, like we said, Carrie's grown. So you'll need to ruin him to show her growth. Kids.
It's just I know. It's like we lost Aiden. Like I feel like we're mourning the love of our
Lost.
show and the characters that we like
Yes.
really liked. And we were rooting for Aiden and Carrie. And
Right.
it's just I'm just a big ball of disappointment right now.
Yeah, we are. And that's where we're going to end it. A ball of disappointments. Because next week, I'm sure we have a lot to talk about. And plus, more stuff may come out in the news between now and then. So this Thursday, folks, is the finale gets released. So just know that Tony JC, I believe this was, we said that earlier. We believe it was HBO Max decision. Look at it called, well, okay, right. Tony JC says in chat, I believe that this was the HBO Max decision to cancel. Yes, we figured that too. Look at it's called a Max original, not HBO. That's what I'm saying. HBO didn't want it. And it seems like shopping it somewhere else, I guess they can do that because HBO's not wanting it. We don't want it. It seems like. They're not bringing it back to the home office, so to speak, the headquarters. They're saying, bye, thanks for playing. And that's disappointing. So I don't know what the ratings are. I don't know what they count as good or not good. And,
I don't know. It's hard to like look at. I mean, I guess they can see how many people watch it in the week or that night it gets uploaded, but I don't know.
I know. It's Diane C's birthday. It's her birthday tomorrow. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
On the day that you were born, the angels got together and decided to create a dream come true. That's for you. So enjoy your birthday tomorrow. More than the show. No, enjoy your birthday tomorrow and have a good day. And if you're out in the heat, be careful, folks. Stay hydrated. Don't let your pets walk on the ground. Put little booties on them. Little paws. Little paws.
Take care of the paws, or walk them early in the morning or late at night.
Yep. So just be careful, these little aminals. But we will be back next week. We'll have some stuff to
we'll celebrate the final episode.
Might be drinks involved. I might have to have a drink next week.
We'll make it happen. Whatever.
Yes, it is. She said thank you. We love you guys. Pass this on to anybody who needs to pass it on to. I keep tagging and just like that, and HBO Max. Maybe I shouldn't anymore. Who knows? But who knows? But anything's possible. This is what do you call it? This is the business. So you never know. Anything can happen at any time. There could be an announcement. I'm sure they're working on stuff right now behind the scenes. You have no idea. So we'll talk about it next week. She's Emily May Heller. Follow her everywhere. She's gonna be on my buddy Flobo's show this week. Draped in Gold. I saw.
What? Did he already say that I'm on already?
Wait, he did. No, I saw he talked. I talk to him all the time.
Oh yeah, no, I didn't know that. Yeah, I'm on Wednesday, so join me. Talk everything wrestling.
Yes, you want to tune into that because she knows that's her other world, one of her other worlds. And you guys know, Flo was a friend of the channel, so you know that. So that's on Flobito. No, it's not. Wait, what's that? What's his channel? It's Full of Boys. It's the channel. Full of Boys. That's his channel. I'm blank all of a sudden. But it's Draped in Gold. That's on Thursday. So, or Wednesday or Thursday. Why don't you? Wednesday? I don't know what it is, but just watch over there. She'll be on that show. And then we'll be back next week for another edition of the End Just Like That After Show. Tony, take care. Everybody take care, you guys. Bye. Bye. Okay, 1 second.